But first, results from the Starlink petition were revealed on Thursday evening. The use of Starlink in the islands and the freedom of choice has been heavily discussed topic within the community. Members of the community, MLAs and the press gathered at the town hall to hear about the next steps and now that signatures have been counted.
Good evening everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this important meeting. We're here to share the results of our petition and discuss our plans for bringing reliable, high-speed internet to the Falkland Islands.
We've got 185 people who signed the petition on the west, over in camp. We've got 717 people who signed it in NPC, and in Stanley we have 1,482. That makes the total of the entire of the islands 2,416 people, which isn't too bad.
What do the numbers show, really, about how people believe things should change?
I think it really boils down to the final comment that I made, which is from Abraham Lincoln, which is, if you don't have public sentiment, you won't achieve anything. And if you do, you can achieve everything. And I think that, honestly, what we've had with the outpouring of support and signatures has just shown massive public sentiment.
Absolutely, yeah. The support we've received has been incredible and shows how much our community wants change. The level of support has been overwhelming and highlights just how important this issue is to all of us in the islands. Two demands. The first one was to abolish or reduce the 5,400 VSAT licence fee. So that fee is unjustifiable in 2024 and, more importantly, unaffordable for most people. So what we're asking for is a maximum of £130 per year for the VSAT licence fee, preferably to see the licence fee abolished. The second demand is for immediate regulatory approval from...
One of the key ideas was actually not to change primary legislation, at the least to get the £5,400 licence fee reduced to something that's actually a sensible figure. When you compare to, say, the marine licence fee of £45 a year, or Ascension, where the fee is actually £10 a year, you know, let's get it down to there. Let's turn the internet into the information superhighway. That's what we want.
I shall be presenting the petition to the Legislative Assembly on the 25th of July, where, subject to support by MLAs, and I'm sure there will be support, it will be referred to a select committee, currently scheduled for the 1st of August.
Now that the petition results are out, it's not just going to change overnight, is it?
No. I mean, I think Simon was talking about October, and I think I'd like to achieve that. That may be ambitious, but I'd like to achieve something by October. But we need to get a move on. We need to gather the information in order for us to make a decision that can't be challenged. We need to hear Shaw's side of the story as well during that select committee process before we start making decisions. Otherwise, we could be challenged at a later date by saying that we hadn't listened to everyone's point of view. I think earlier in the year we said our priority is oil and telecoms. I think telecoms vitally important. We've asked officers to come up with some solutions. They're working on things already, as you heard. Andy Keeling's already in contact with SpaceX. So, I think from our point of view, we're doing everything we can to move things along as quickly as possible. In the Select Committee, we will have the opportunity to hear the evidence, establish the facts, revisit the decision and the advice it was based upon, taking into account the overwhelming support demonstrated today from our community for change. Thank you very much.
Stay tuned after this week's show for an extensive look into telecommunications in the Falklands and the issue that surrounds this subject.